Alright, let Chocobo. Alright, more Fiesta. I did, in fact, murder an awful lot of turtles, off stream. I may have gone a little far. Not quite. I did pull back, but, I looked at my level when I was done and I was like, spicy, so... we should be good, we should be good. I almost did myself, a little too much turtle murder. But let's have a look. So, yeah, so, you do not want to be a multiple of level 5 going into the library. I may have I'm a decent ways away from level 20, but when I saw level 19, I was like, oh shit. Oops. I kind of almost went from above, I was 15. I almost went a little too far. But I do have 99 turtle shells. And I did also get 3 elixirs, so, you know, not bad. Elixirs are always good, so, you know. It's okay. We don't worry about it. I'm gonna buy some more, not too many more, but some Maiden's Kisses while I'm here. I kind of want to wait for a specific thing before I completely buy it out, but I may need a few more sippies. So, I think the Biblos fight is gonna be interesting. I don't know if you just wanna, like, sit. Sit might be the big thing against Biblos. We're just gonna run away. So I'm at the point where potions are also pretty bad. This team is now, like, 500 to 700 health. 100 potion is better than 50. But it's not good. We don't have access to high potions yet. Why? You should be reading right now. I know, I should. Do you have any books on mixes? I do feel like, a more modern game, would maybe have books in here that would be like hints towards, mixes and other random stuff that are in this game. Alright, we're heading in. Let me get my mix guide up. I mean, we're just gonna be, hitting things in this dungeon. No reason not to, just be slapping. Rude. Yeah, I'm gonna get my mix chart. As we've seen, turtle shells gives us access to, like, the bread and butter, chemist attack, which is Succubus Kiss. A lot of the, weird status effects and stuff come from dark matter, which we are not going to be able to farm. I don't think there's any way this team can take on a prototype at this stage in the game. So, any dark matters I get are gonna be hoarded, for specific fights. For death potions, the best use of your dark matter is instant kill. Rude. Attack on Wake Up? Get out of here. Enemies in books is a big thing. Final Fantasy's like enemies in books. Hey now. Hey, stop that. None of us, we're level 19, we're fine. So the sort of good thing about this dungeon is it does not give much experience. So we're not gonna reach level 20 and wipe, instantly to that asshole. That guy's a real jerk. So yeah, that's why you do not want to be a multiple of 5. Yeah, Final Fantasy's hate reading confirmed is true. Alright, so we can't get past there right now. That bookcase just gets in your way. Ifrit's interesting. Again, I don't really have much. Like, I can confuse him like I did the others. But I'm not sure that's all that useful a thing to do. I do have access to some buffs now. With the turtle shell, we can cast haste on someone. We can reduce enemies' defense with turtle soup. I think we can berserk. No, we can't berserk now. We don't have holy waters yet. Hey, happy birthday! Yeah, it's interesting. Kind of looking at my options. I don't have any dragon plants, I don't have any dark matter, I do not have holy water yet, because we can't buy it yet. I think that's World 2 only, a lot like high potions. I will keep an eye out for it, but I'm pretty sure you can only get holy water starting World 2. We have decent healing in terms of offense. Interesting. We do have the ability to make everyone immune to fire. I think we actually have the ability to make everyone immune to every element at the moment. Let's check. Yeah, we got resist ice, we got resist fire, we got resist thunder. If this was gonna be a long fight, resist fire is interesting. That would be an interesting thing against, liquid flame. Actually, because that mix is available before liquid flame resist fire. It uses ethers. Which is kind of a pain in the butt, but it does mean you can do something. I mean, I confused him and then just, you know, I just slurped him. I just smooshed him and that's kind of easier. Yeah, so I've got resist elements. I think that's kind of for longer fights than this one. I think it probably is just, like, the smooch. Smooch plus punching, so I don't use too many turtle shells. It's funny that a lot of stuff is behind holy water. Alright. I think we are just punching and smooching. Let's go. Don't think there's much, funny stuff we can do here. It is very much why decimating the local turtle populations is probably gonna happen more than once. I'm gonna try not to, like, use it too much if I can avoid it, but mostly so that I don't have to just go back and grind more fucking turtles. But you can see that it is by far my best damage option at the moment. Bye, dude. Get smooshed. I think that's probably going to be the case against Biblos as well. I think right now still the only status effect I can inflict is Confuse. I don't think I can inflict anything else right now. I guess technically I can in fact inflict Sap, but it's a little weird. So Turtle Shell plus Elixir is a dud potion, which has a few things it can do. It can inflict Sap, or it can Maelstrom, essentially, to set you down to single digit, but if you're heavy, then it doesn't work. And it's weird. It's a weird one. Alright, now we have Ifrit. Get past this bookshelf. Get out of here. What did I say? Get out of here. Okay, see, there's no point in me using kisses on random encounters. It's not worth it. My monks are doing enough damage to, be good enough. Oh, this guy might berserk me, which would actually be nice. Can you berserk me? I'm gonna kill him first. Bye. Alright, ninja suit. Yeah, most of the status effects do use dark matter. The vast majority of inflicting status effects is dark matter. Couple turtle shells and one. My laptop is doing shit again. Stop that. Spirit attack animation is very funny, yeah. Because you're supposed to jump, you're not supposed to stab with the damn thing. I could jump, I haven't jumped. Rude. Whee! Oh, double crit! Oh, that's damage. And you can Toad with a Chemist? I don't know if you ever do, because it uses Dark Matter. I feel like if you're contemplating using the rarest Chemist ingredient, you kind of want it to be more bang for your buck than Toad. Yeah, Dragoon's Jump, which is good. It does double damage with a lance, but it does mean your bulkiest unit is untargetable, so you kind of have a higher chance of your other characters getting smacked around. Alright, woof. I got like the longest version of that fight, thanks. So, Biblos is interesting. Biblos is definitely, do you have fire? Use fire, dummy. Like, you know, if you've been relying on physical, or, you know, you're in a Fiesta and you just have physical units, Biblos is a very annoying fight if you are, if you're a physical team, which I am. So we'll see. What about Poison, Blind, Paralysis, Berserk, Blow? I can't Berserk yet, because I do believe that that requires, Holy Water. Sure does! It'd be good though, it would work very well in this fight, Berserking Biblos. Alas. And or alas. I do not have access to level up mixes either. Would also be useful. Yeah, I think we're just smooching. I think this is big smooch hours. I could jump there, but it's more useful to me to get the normal attack in. All these page 64. How many page 64s does this one book have? You know you're not supposed to have 3 page 64s in a book. It's not a very good book. Alright. Gotta smoosh Biblos to death. Magic is the way to, go in this fight, for sure. He has counters, and he protects himself once he's hit with a physical move. Yeah, see, he protected there. That should not affect the damage of Mix, so... Big sicky hours. Unfortunate, but because these guys don't have much magic, this is not gonna be a 3-fer. No! Oh, wretched. Oh, that damage. Yeah, it's not Panda. That's a Biblos. This should kill even with that heal. Yeah, there we go. And he has 3,600, so 3 chemists would actually kill him with 3 kisses. Magic users would be doing so much damage. It's gonna be very funny how Succubus Kiss being one of my main damage sources and not having a good kisser. It's so rare that your chemist is your best user of your Succubus Kisses. Like, anyone with better magic than chemist is better off. Who does have better magic than chemist? I'm curious. Let's find out. Chemist has 20. Yeah. Beastmasters have more magic. As do Freelancers and Mimes, Mystic Knights, Cannoneers, And then all your magic classes, including even Red Mage, is on there. There are only 10 jobs lower than Chemist on the Magic. Yeah, we're ranking FF jobs, Final Fantasy V jobs, and how good they are at kissing. And Chemists are down at 11th last. Your Summoner and your Oracle are the best kissers. I don't make the rules here. Your Chemists are 16th. Black Mages are real high. Black Mages are great smoochers. You pucker up with the Hat Boy. They're 3rd. Black Mages are the 3rd best succubus kissers. I mean, the thing with Black Mages is that they do not need to be kissing. Neither do Summoners. Well, I guess Summoner in World 2 actually really likes Succubus Kiss because they actually fall off quite hard in World 2. But in World 1 and World 3, Summoners have their own form of magic damage. But Oracles? I think Oracles must be a really good mix user with that magic stat and their weird bullshit magic that you often don't want to use. Putting mix on them is and smooching your way through the world is actually probably pretty good. So yeah, this is Mid's grandson. We came here to find him. It's very funny that the reason you know how to find him is you go to the pub, and some of the pub patrons go, "Hey, I've heard that Sid's grandson's at the library," and then you come down to the library. But like, you never talk to those people, normally. So you just end up coming to this library for basically no reason. And then you find Sid's grandson and you're like, whoa, what's up with that? It's very, oh yeah, I'll kill. Yeah, I need to replenish my turtle stocks. Thanks for showing up, Mr. Turtle Man. Yeah, I was about to say, like, it feels like a little bit of Final Fantasy 1. Final Fantasy 1 is extremely, like, you're just kind of, if you're not talking to NPCs who are pointing you where to go, and some of them are quite difficult to find, you are literally just wandering the world, doing random shit. Like, I found this eyeball, and it belongs to this witch, I guess? Alright. A jolt tonic? A bomb? What am I doing with that? So yeah, so the warriors are like definitely being blessed with the power of coincidence since the very first game. Turtles! Thank you for coming to me. Replenishing my supplies a little bit. Thank you. Alright. I totally need to rest. I think we will automatically rest once we do this bit. I'll never get sick of FF5's music. It's so good. Hey Sid! You drowning your sorrows at the pub? Okay, what do we think the juice is? Would they be allowed to say that that's alcohol? Or do we think it's grape juice? Yeah, beam up Mid, get his ass! Stream of the GB sound chip cannot hold FF5's music down. It really can't. That good. Alright, let's get a ship that we're gonna have for all of 3 seconds. Again, it's so funny that, like, you've given a ship, and I think you are kind of supposed to wander with it, maybe find, like, Jackal, like, probably where Ramu is as well. You're probably supposed to find that with the ship. But if you know what you're doing, you literally just ditch the ship in a minute. Did I get a free heal? Oh. Could be, like... I think you do get one after the yeah, it's 20 kills, it's just Stalion. But yeah, no, you go, why would you go on the ship? You get encounters on the ship. Are you gonna rest? That took long enough that I was, like, concerned. I'm not used to the pace of normal instays anymore, I fast forward through them. Yeah, you know what you're doing. You're like, you ditch that ship for that chocobo as soon as you can. Chocobo allows you to go to the same places as the ship without encounters. And, allows you to go some extra places as well. So it is just like... yeah, you just ditch the ship. There's no reason to keep the ship. I haven't had a Berserker yet this year. Sorry, random aside. I have not been given a Berserker because I was thinking about Crescent, I was thinking about grinding the Death Sickle. I realized I haven't had to do it this year yet. Which is weird because Berserker is by far my most common class. Part of that is, Berserker Risk. I don't Berserker Risk that often. Because it just often just gives you at least one Berserker. But I have had Berserker 19 times. Did I not get a Berserker at all? I didn't get a Berserker at all last year. Either. Rangers at 12? Not too bad. I'm not sure what my... outside of the GBA classes, I'm not sure. I think Ninja might be really low. Yeah, Ninja's at 10. It's almost certainly a physical class that's the lowest. I like to do magic runs. Samurai's at 12. What's Dragoon at? Dragoon's at 13. It might be Ninja. My feeling is it's Ninja. I think Thief used to be really low, and it's gotten quite a few. I've had 2 this year, and I had one last year. Yeah, so it's at 12. Like, magic classes, I've had, like, Red Mage 17 times. Dancer 17 times. Blue Mage 14. Yeah, I think Ninja's down at the bottom at the moment. Yeah, but considering the fact I didn't have a Berserker at all last year, and I haven't had one yet this year, and I think Berserker is still my, like, highest used class ever. It's kind of wild. It just shows you how many Berserkers I've had in the past. I've had Geomancers only 12 times? Interesting. Of course, this doesn't, I don't have the... Like, I may have pulled some classes and re-rolled them. This is just, like, the re-rolled classes I'm looking at. And I've potentially re-rolled Geomancer a couple of times. Well, I like Geomancer. I don't tend to re-roll them. How many times have I had Chemist? Chemist is at 13. Monk's at 13 as well. Oh, harsh. Alright, let's go crash our ship. No, Ninja at 10 is so low, and Berserker at 19 is so high. Also, considering Berserker is really high, and I do, like, I've never done I think I've done one no 750 run. I don't tend to do no 750s because they're far more likely to not be able to beat Omega. Because most of the Omega bullshit is on the magic side, and Shinryu bullshit is on the magic side. Bard and Chemist, I think, are both 750 jobs. Beastmaster is no 750. But yeah, you're far more likely to have a team that's just probably not going to be able to deal with Omega. So I tend to do... If I have had a couple of hard runs, I tend to do 750, random 750 runs as like a palette cleanser. And those runs can't have Berserkers, so the fact that, like, I have several runs that could not have Berserkers and it's still my highest class is very funny. There we go, goodbye, ship! I'll never see you again. Actually, how is Mystic Knight? Oh, Mystic Knight's 11. Mystic Knight Ninja down at the bottom of usage for me. White Mage is 19. Oh, White Mage is up there with Berserker. Yeah. Totally unlucky. Sure was. Well, these things happen. You get Sage's surplus from a chemist. They won't. So I don't think it tells you. Oh no, it does. Yep, close to prevent silence. Yeah. There's not actually that much silence in this game. It's really weird. Like, there's a knife that inflicts it, and there's Rainbow Wind, and I think that's basically it for sources of silence. But it is potentially very helpful against Omega if you are taking him straight up with the mage. Because he has Rainbow Wind, he can in fact tell you to shut the fuck up. And then that's a pretty good armor. So yeah, it's very funny the kind of armor you'll wear for Omega. If you ever take him straight up, which you shouldn't, don't take Omega straight up, he's such a pain in the ass. I've done it twice this year. Fuck. Yeah, I really only had one run this year that cheesed him. I've actually fought him straight up twice already. This run can cheese him with Chemist, so we're not going to take him straight up, but I have fought him straight up. Funnily enough, Cannoneer, really good job for soloing him. In a straight up fight. There's some things that will just kill you, very annoyingly. But Cannoneer can slow him, and that makes him much more manageable. Alright, we have our next form of transport already. It's a Chocobo. Alright, I don't think I'll be doing the cave. I don't think I have a means of... I don't know what kisses do to Skull Eaters. They have a lot of defense. Like, they have a lot of... I think they have a lot of magic defense as well. I'm gonna have a look. I have a bestiary up here somewhere. Yeah, they do have, 19 magic defense. So I have to imagine that kisses do nothing? Now I'm looking to see if I can confuse them. And they don't have any, well, the thing is they don't have any status immunities, but they have high magic evade, but I think Mix bypasses magic evade? Can I confuse a Skull Eater? There's nothing in this cave for me. This team doesn't really want to be in this cave. I don't have use for anything in there. And yet, it's tempting. The thing about these guys is you don't want to kill one and not, like, you don't want to leave one alive, because they're another enemy that does stuff when they're alone. They're a bio warrior. They start spamming bio at you, and at this point in the game, it's quite deadly. I want to see if I can confuse these squirrels. I think it's my only shot, is like confusing them and letting them kill themselves. Because I do not think the kisses will do any damage. Oh, don't put it all the way over there. Oh, balls. Okay, good, it ran. Oh, goodness. I do not want to be back attacked by a squirrel. That's quite bad for me. Oh, don't do that. You can run out of time and then you have to do it over again. Oh my goodness, it is giving me so many skull ears in this first room. Alright, so the computer, I'm just gonna it's eye drops and maiden kiss. Let's see, will this work? They can be confused! Will it help? Will this help me? So the normal thing about getting confused on them is that they have really high magic evade, so you're never going to land confused with something that actually hits that check. Oh, they did no damage! Oh, I guess if it incisored, it would probably do it. I'm gonna check if the kiss is strong enough. My guess is no. Oh, no, I'm incorrect. The kiss does enough damage. Alright. We're smooching these squirrels. Man, it's kind of the other, I think, broken thing about Mix that isn't talked about very often, is that it does bypass magic evade checks. At least in this version, I think they may. I think Succubus Kisses are worse in later versions because I think they no longer bypass that check. So Succubus Kisses can miss? Which is terrible. How dare you? Stop it! I do like to come in and immediately destroy someone's entire life. Yeah, the formula just must not care about magic defense that much. It definitely does less damage, but it's not doing none. This is so many fucking skull eaters. What the hell? I normally hit like, I don't know, 3 or 4 of these guys. They've heard about the smooching and they're all excited.
You're summoning them with smooches.
I am summoning them with smooches. Uh-oh. Okay, good. I know these squirrels are not getting smooched, they can just get punched. Yeah, there's no reason to be in here. There's a whip I can't use. I think, like, there's a high potion. Which is one of the only sources of a high potion in World 1, to be fair, but I don't know if this team cares that much about. I do tend to save state a lot in this cave because the Skull Eaters are mean. So this is normally more when I say. A lot more of these guys. Yeah, don't come in here if you have no way to deal with the Skull Eaters. Like, they're kind of the primary reason to be in here, to be honest. Because they do give 5 jaw points, which is a lot of jaw points at this point in the game. That's like boss level jaw points. Thanks for the potion. But they're also terrifying. They do 1500 damage to you with that incisor. I do think they could probably kill themselves with incisor rather than a normal attack, which clearly doesn't get through their massive physical defense. But they have to want to use it, you know? Ah, it's a tent in here. Tent, shuriken, and the blitz whip. Wow, there really is no reason to come in here. You can't use that whip. Beastmasters can control them, so that's a decent, you know, you can come in. Beastmaster doesn't care about the squirrels. Geomancer, very useful. Geomancer can kill the squirrels. I got front-loaded with my Skull Eaters. Alright, let's go, Jackal. That's a pretty good way to kill them both at the same time. So yeah, you do not want them spamming bio on you. It's hell. It does so much damage. I'm not gonna take this back attack. Bye. I so miss Thief when I don't have it and I start getting back attacked. It's like, no. Alright, second buy, Trident here. And ninja suits for everybody. Green berets and ninja suits for everybody! And the Trident is good. It's got lightning on it. Probably. I don't really need a Mage Masher, but I think I should probably go for it. Just in case, and nothing else. Monks only need their fists. Alright, let's head out. We got to go to, there's no real reason to go to history with this team. Could beat up Ramu, no reason to though, so we probably won't. We definitely want to go to Licks though. That's the big thing that Black Chocobo is gonna get me here. And like, do I just ignore history? Do I even go? It's got Toad and it's got a Bard song, neither of which I care about. I'm very bad at finding Licks. It's like right above the Wind Shrine, but I always like usually way overshoot it. So this is Hilda's hometown, but we're not, you know, we're gonna ignore basically everything here, and we're going to use the fact that this guy is dirt cheap to buy all the things we could ever need. Not all of them, unfortunately, because it doesn't sell all of it, but you usually stock up on held items in this shop where everything's half price, but for For a chemist, 99 maiden kiss. You want to buy the 99 maiden kisses here. It saves you money. Ethers are used in some mixes, so I think I will go ahead and buy a few. I think 10. 10's probably good enough. It's used in resist fire, which is very useful. If you want to take Omega straight up, resist fire is very good, because he has both atomic ray and flamethrower. And there's sort of two chemist ways of beating Omega. One is cheating. One is literally cheating. The other is just using all the chemist buffs you have to make it that he just doesn't do much damage to you, and then, like, you can do, like, full heals and full revives very easy. You can make yourself resistant to his fire attacks, his instant death attacks, a lot of his status attacks. So we'll see. I will probably do the cheating method. The cheating method is easier, less safe, I think, but is, you know, it's faster. It's a lot faster. You can buy scrolls here in town as well. You can also buy more green berets and ninja suits, which I did forget to equip. But yeah, Fiesta! This is the smooching Fiesta. And we're gonna have Dancer too, so we're gonna be able to flirt and smooch. This is a very flirtatious team. Huh. I don't think there's, like, anything else we care to do, because history is, got nothing for us. I will go to Istri to check one thing, and that's to check the shop. I don't believe the shop has holy water, but they do have some, like, weird rings in Istri, so I want to just, like, you know, really, like, confirm to myself that holy water is a World 2 only item. I don't know if I've ever bought anything in this shop, so, yeah. And the music's baller. But yes, this is, the armor shop just has these rings, so I was like, you know, a little curious as to, whether it also had some strange, items in it, but nope, just the standard items. Alright, let's head back to the library. Now, Sandworm! Yeah, I think Sandworm is gonna be... I probably do just attack with the monks. And probably the chemist and the, dragoon are going to, smooch. Mostly because jump is very bad against the Sandworm because of the way he moves. And it'll be more damage. Yeah, I probably want to make sure I have 99 turtle shells before I leave for World 2. It's very interesting because, like, I don't really like grinding without Galif in the party. I try to do a lot of that stuff before he leaves so that there's not this huge gap that bothers me personally. Actually, I'll probably just heal. But I'm almost certainly gonna be smooching Clapperclaws, so, you know. And I don't believe... You can get turtle shells in World 2, but you do need to, get, you know, a bit further in, a bit like World 1. I just kick those bees to death. And And the turtles in World 2 are stronger and more annoying to kill than the ones in World 1, so I do tend to do all of my, turtle farming in World 1 if I can. Not the bees. Aha! Hello! They have formed a militia. They're also orange and nasty. Yeah, any just random turtle I can grab a shell from is nice. I did finally hit level 20. Alright. Yeah, I don't think there's kind of any weirdness here. I think it's literally just, he's not vulnerable to anything. Alright. I'm ready, let's go. So everybody's like, you use any magic, you'll be sorry, but what it means is AoE. Like, it's totally fine to smooch the sandworm, which is technically a magic attack. Whoa, You want the magic of Wolf? Yeah, you bop up and down. Like, is he gonna move just to annoy me? Hey, hey. Alright, so I think the 2 kisses plus a bunch of attacks will do it, so I'm probably gonna save some shells. I think I'm really gonna have to be kinda strategic about my use of shells if I don't want to be, constantly grinding them out. He should be basically gone. Yeah, there he goes. I see 5 ability points from the sandworm. It's the same amount of ability points you get from a skull ear. Skull ears are a very, nasty, dangerous way of getting job points in World 1. I have managed to get myself in a really bad place in this desert in one of my last runs, and I did not know how to get out of it. Because I was not paying attention, and I kind of just ended up, going in weird places. It's like a bit where you can get stuck in a really nasty loop. You'll probably just run from a lot of encounters. Sort of build up that chicken knife. I've ended up in the wrong place. I don't normally fuck that up so bad. Okay, here we go. Got to the end. Didn't get stuck in a total loop like I often do. Wow, this encounter just really did not want to let me leave. A lot of the encounters in World 1 have a 100% run rate. Not in the desert, though, apparently. You can actually reach the pyramid if you go far enough to the left? I had no idea. I mean, I can't navigate that desert to save my goddamn life, so I always just try to go the route that takes you straight to the end, and I fucked it up there. I don't know why, I've been fucking up a lot this year, and I'm like, there's a specific route. It just takes you directly to the end that I do know, and yet... I should try that. I think you can go back in the desert. Yeah, we can just go back in the ship. I guess we'll see. It turns out Faris is Lena's sister. Shock and awe. Who saw that coming? And now we're gonna abandon the old man. He's been separated from the rest of us. I do know you can definitely go back in the desert because how else do you get bears? There's literally no reason for me to do this, but... Every time, gotta pull the switch? It's so funny to me that you can just do that in the GBA version. The Pixel Remaster version makes you do the whole song and dance to find out you have to pull the switch. It's really annoying. It's fascinating to me that the Pixel Remaster version is a more flag-hunty version of this game than this one. Like, you really think of old games? Like, older versions of games as being the ones as being, like, very flag-heavy? Not FF5. Who put this convenient bridge between our two ships? Yeah. Yeah, the Pixel Remaster isn't even glitch-free, yeah. And it's got nowhere near as useful glitches as well. I like the more EXP and job point toggles and the encounters on and off toggles. I enjoy those. I think the Pixel Remaster version is a fine version of FF5. But for Fiesta purposes, GBA is unmatched, frankly. Alright, we're about to beat up Crayclaw. We will be smushing Crayclaw. I think that's basically just gonna be my strat for the vast majority of bosses. is the smooch full? Because we don't have a lot of the, like, access to, weird stuff with Chemist. No, don't do that to my Chemist. I guess that's actually fine. My Chemist is about to smooch back to full health. But how dare you, sir? Nope, shit. That's annoying. Just a second. I did save state before the fight. I pressed to the left. It did not move to the left. Yes, you can smooch yourself. Like, I swear, like, press left, but I must have pressed it too early, like, before the reticule came up. Yeah, if you press it too early, it doesn't move it across. Irritating. This guy would get after this one. Jerk. Alright, now we have an airship. Yeah. Give me the airship. I want to go to the desert. Let's go to the desert. So you're supposed to go over to the ruins to get them going. I'm gonna make a save in a save state here, and let's see if we can find that pyramid. I'm never getting out of the desert after I do this, so... Oh yeah, hello. Can't run from the bear. Oops. I'm safe stating anyway, it's fine. Like, can I get further, unmix? How do I get further down? Okay, get down there. I just really did not want to let me run from that fight. Okay, so I'm kind of stuck over here. What can I get? Stop it. And now I'm down at the normal bottom end. Oh. Oh-ho! Oh, it's locked! Oh, I got a circle around me here. Yeah, there you go. I don't think I actually knew you could actually reach the pyramid. But it's locked, we can't go in. We can't fight any snakes. Okay, you can go, like, further to the left here as well. You can really get lost. How do I get out from here? Like, I don't think I can go any further left. I'm gonna game over, it's gonna be very funny. Yeah, that's kind of all going. I can get out to the right here, but I don't... Oh. That goes down. I go further up. You can go all the way around this damn thing. Just get me back to the start. I'm not going to. I'm just gonna reload, but I think you can get back to the start from here. Trying to anyway. Down, there we go. Oh. Yeah! Oh, that's so funny. Alright. I basically just, like, blast my way through this thing. I just go the one route I know to get to the end of the desert. I never go anywhere else. But there you go, you can get to the pyramid. You can even go around the pyramid to get back to the start. Alright. I knew there had to be a way to get back to the start, because otherwise you could trap yourself by, you know, flying here, coming out the other end of the desert, and then you'd have to get back, but I'm learning lots of new stuff about FF5 in this run. I knew the pyramid was in there. You can fly over the pyramid. Yeah, the pyramid is here. But yeah, you can see it, you can get to the entrance and you can go locked. A great power is stopping you from entering. Door doesn't open this side. This is also the island shrine is here. It has the big bridge goes over it to open up access to it in World 3, but it is here in World 1. There's a lot of stuff in this world, and in World 2 as well, that you don't have access to in either of those worlds, and then you can get to in World 3, which is very cool. I like that. I like stuff like that. Neat. Alright, gotta kill another turtle! Yeah! Turtle! This guy is vulnerable to instant death. Technically we have access to dark matter right now. Practically, I don't think there's anything we can do about prototypes. I literally don't. I don't know if turtle soup kind of, makes them doable. Guess we can find out. I never remember. They're on some of these islands and not all of them. Prototypes are fucking nasty, so yeah, we're gonna... Hi. How are you doing? These guys have more defense and magic defense than Skull Eaters, so they're pretty nasty. I'm wondering if I can, like, turtle soup them. There's a 5,000 health. That's not the one I wanted. Wait, what one's turtle soup? That was protect. Turtle shell. Oh, it's turtle shell and antidote. Oops. Double turtle is protect. Don't give that guy protect. That's the opposite of what I want to do. Right. Antidote. Turtle shell. Get suit. Let's go. It did work. Not that whirl. You smooch. I'm not gonna use the dark matter on the Animan toys because it's like it's so not worth it. But if I can get a couple of dark matters, that is useful for a couple of bosses in World 2. World 2 you cannot get dark matter at all. It's not available. There are no prototypes in World 2. I'm not dead yet. There we go. One whole dark matter, baby. Dark matter is by far the hardest of the mixing ingredients to get. We'll be getting a big stockpile of it in World 3, but before then, it's real rare. Now I have to decide if I want more of these. I can ask that question a little bit later. Guess the smooshing helped, so... Can't remember if turtle soup is both defenses or not. Yeah, it's both defense and magic defense, so I do need to turtle soup in order to do that much damage to prototype, but... The main thing I'm thinking of is, I think you get one free dark matter before a specific fight in World 2, in which I would really like to have 4. So... Do I kill 2 more prototypes by smooching them? Yeah, this guy can be instant death, but I think he's probably just smoochable. And the main thing about this guy is he has a lot of... He's actually level 5 deathables, so blue mages are like, come here. But he's weak to ice, so he does not have high magic defense, so you're supposed to kill him with like a black mage. This guy is only difficult if you have a full physical team and no way to deal like magic damage or kill him. He has pretty high physical defense for a World 1 boss, so... I don't know if he's the highest physical defense boss in World 1, he might be. So this is why we killed an awful lot of turtles. Yum yum. And high enough defense, so that did not do that much damage. Don't think it's worth like turtle shell and antidoting him. I think it's probably just like another smooch. If I hadn't gotten that counter, I think I would potentially decrease his defense, but I think we're just gonna try and kill him now. Oh, there we go. Oh, HP plus 10%, hell yeah! So funny that, like, basically the top end of every class I've drawn is, like, pretty useless. Everyone's just gonna have mix on. I know this. This is the chemist run. This is like... Yeah, there's basically, I'm thinking of like, is there anything worth using? And the answer is no. I think the only argument there might be is for dance on some people, but like, no, Mix is far more consistent. I can't imagine having anything but Mix on. We're about to be blown up at Karnak. I think I'm about to be smooching cannons as well here. I think I'm gonna beat, the little cannons, and I think might as well just beat Soul Cannon as well. And then I think I will fight some prototypes, and then we'll grind some more turtles. You guys are gonna have to be with me for that. And then we will do the ruins. It's really just a matter of like how many dark matters I wanna grab before heading to World 2. Like I said, there's a boss that would love, absolutely want 4. But I don't think I might need 4, so there's a couple of other bosses that are also weak to instant death. Where it might be useful. Mega64.net appears to be down. Ruh-roh. That's interesting. Well, that's not ideal. Oh, don't. Oh, no, that's bad. That's bad. I might be in big trouble here. It's a good thing I save state. I don't think you can run. No. That's pretty bad. Oh, that's pretty bad. So these guys can't kill you, but if they use rocket punch instead of missile, they confuse you, and that you basically kill yourself. They only have fractional like percent health damage. They just decided to choose fucking violence and confuse 2 of my party members right away. I just keep doing that. Great. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill so many turtles this run. Oh, I'm an absolute turtle massacre. I say iron drafts. Yeah, so these are like the drinks. So yeah, iron draft gives you protect. Glyconic is by far the best one. It doubles max HP. And power drink increases attack. I can't buy them yet, but I will be able to, so pretty good. Drink is a very underrated ability because Mix is right there. It's right there, and it's better. Alright. So the flamethrower ones can just kill you. They do just have damage. But ultimately, they're not as scary as the ones that can confuse you. Even they aren't too scary if you can kill them quickly. These guys are weak to lightning, so the trident is very nice here. There's sort of an argument to be made for changing one of my monks into a dragoon. Going and grabbing another trident. Definitely interesting. Definitely a consideration, I think. Like, specifically for the boss here, and mostly to kind of, reduce the number of smooches I have to do. Yeah, that might be the way forward. I need to update my sheet. I'll just, do that quickly. Yeah, not the worst thing to do. After this, though, I don't need it for this. This is fine. I mean, thanks for doing that right before I smooched. This is another reason why Succubus Kissing is so powerful, is it's not just, like, big damage, it's big healing, too. I feel like 2 Dragoons jumping with Tridents is pretty solid here. Against the boss. It's very funny, I could just wait to do a bunch of Jackal and Lick stuff when I get the airship. Lick's is a tiny little bit harder to get to, with the airship over the, over the Black Chocobo, but not that much. Alright, who wants to be a Dragoon? Of course, it's funny because I could put the heavy armor on, but that would require going out and buying the heavy armor, so I'm not going to do that. It's fine.
So far away.
It's just too much extra effort. I'm probably going to become a monk after the fight anyway. You can fight fight Soul Cannon anywhere, you don't have to do it here. It's just, it's very useful to do it at a free healing point. No, not the rock. Oh, thank God. Woo! Like, please, no, not the rocket punch. Don't confuse me, bro. Alright, yeah, I can afford to save on a kiss here and just smack it to death since it didn't confuse me. Yeah, both Missile and Rocket Punch are proportional damage, so they can't ever kill you. Alright, then the big boy. Alright, the heal. Alright, Soul Cannon is a jerk. Very bad at remembering which targets are his launchers. Let's go. I think it's... I know that one definitely is. I'm never quite sure which of the other ones is a launcher. We're about to find out. I think that's the cannon. Yeah, so it's this one is the launcher. I'm kissing the hell out of those because you want them dead as soon as possible. They old you, and I have no cure for old. I have no way, and old reduces your level, which basically just absolutely chunks your damage. It's very bad to be inflicted with old in this fight. You want to kill those launchers as soon as possible. The launchers are not weak to lightning. Soul Cannon himself is, though. Yeah, that's the kind of damage I'm wanting. Jumping those tridents. I do think it's kind of funny that your introduction to Wave Cannon, the awful move, is here. And then the real kicker is fighting Omega with it. Yeah, he just charged up and he just blasts Wave Cannon at you, which does half your health plus sap. Really irritating. If you don't have a good way to damage him, yeah, there's the free dark matter. I don't know if I get another one in World 2. Try to remember. Alright, let's heal up. And then let's go smoosh at least one more prototype. I know I can turtle soup them and then kill them fairly handily with smooching. It's not bad to pick up some more. Dark matters are useful. Instant kill is very useful. And then we're killing turtles for a bit, guys. Try another, like two soups, and we'll see how much damage we do. Like, I don't know how much difference multiple soups makes. Yeah, I don't think that much. Oh, do not! You jerk! He's so low on Phoenix Downs. This guy is an asshole. This should kill. Alright. Sippy sippy, dark matter. Alright, let's go one more, and then we'll kill some turtles, and then we'll go do the final dungeon of World 1. Yeah, I don't think there's much. I don't actually think turtle shell, like turtle soup, stacks. Weirdly. Yeah, I think there's like some reduction here, but I don't think it's, I don't actually think it's enough to justify doing another one instead of just, getting him dead. They do like an extra like 100, 150 damage. Rude! This shouldn't kill, so we should be good to revive Faris after that. Okay, one of the many reasons that Chemist is good is a full revive. Oh, I was hoping that would kill, but we just got attacked there, so I think we're good. Alright, we smooched some robots. Alright, we're gonna stab some turtles. Like, am I finally gonna get some turtles? God, I used half my supply of turtle shells! In World 1, that bodes so poorly for World 2. decimating the local ecosystem. So I'm also getting some runs here from the ones that don't have turtles in them. Because chicken knife mugging, not mugging, dancing and even jumping is, hey, rude, is very good. Oh, an extra elixir too, nice. Swimming in those things. Down a smidge while I'm doing the fast forwarding. Nope. Yeah, fast forward, this doesn't take very long. But you know, it is, it's a lot of turtles to dirtle. Only 200 points away from mastering Chemist. Almost ran away from that fight. No, this turtle! Must steal his shell! Do you even like cook and eat the rest of the turtle? Do you think we just take a shell? Alright, one more. Oh yeah, and I'm getting 2 more just for funsies. Yeah, sure knew that would happen. Alrighty. Swap Faris back to Monk. It's so funny, look at all these abilities. I have Focus, Chakra, Jump, Mix, Drink, HP 10%, Barehanded, Counter, Pharmacology. Am I gonna use any of them other than Mix? Nope. I got 1 extra level there. It's nice. Yeah, a touch more money. They don't give that much money in experience, especially at this point in the game, so... No, it's fine. Just their shells, please. Alright. Well, I think we're good. Let's go fight Clapper Claws. I think the main thing that's gonna be annoying here is that the random encounters are a big spike. And I think they're potentially gonna be annoying. I'm definitely not using mixes on random encounters. Absolutely not. Yeah, these guys are very, very chunky. Now, it's probably best to just be running. Oh, Shan Fat I can fight, even in a back attack. It's... is kind of freaky. The hell of a design. Oh yeah, Phoenix Downs are so precious to me. I've lost so many. Rude. Alright, when I get back to the save point, I'm gonna grab some more water. Staying hydrated. Whew, alright. Alright, I will be right back. Alright. I think it's very funny that I think you, like, everyone, myself included, kind of thinks of Camus as, like, a shenanigans class. They got so much mixing they can do, and right now it's just kind of a brute force class. I'm not doing very much fun or interesting with the cat. I had some confuses at the start, until I got the mix that kills. And once we got the mix that kills, it's like, well, it's better than anything else I have. True, I don't have all the tools yet, and by tools I mean ready access to Dark Matter and Dragon Fangs. And Holy Water. I do find it funny that, like, a lot of the time you are just, you're not doing anything with Camus other than smooshing. But I'm gonna get this ancient sword and not have anybody able to use it. God no, I'm not interacting with this fight, Jesus. How about no? It's very easy to fall in that pit. No. Yep, bye. It is nice, I haven't done a Brave Blade run yet this year, because I have not had a knight. How often do I get knights? I guess I have to be careful with knight, because Mystic Knight is in that pool. Oh, I can, like, I don't know if I can differentiate between the two. I guess I just look at how many Mystics, and then how many knights. I think I've had knights 17 times. It's fair. But yes, being able to run from things is nice. I don't have flee, so you know I don't have the ability to always run from fights, but it'd be like, nah, I don't enjoy this back attack. I'm out of here. I do have to watch out for the Hydras and the Ghidras, mostly because they're just irritating. Hey, Clapperclaw. I'm coming, buddy. A Clapperclaw is interesting because it goes from one high defense to the other. So it starts out being very immune to physical attacks, and then nope. And then ends up being immune to magic, and it like changes its vulnerabilities all the time. That's not a super big problem for this team, except literally the Dragoon, who has an electric trident on. Potentially one, yeah, I think he wants the Mithril Spear. So there's the... Yeah, is there any point to doing anything other than smooches? I don't think I have anything I can do other than just smooching them. I don't even have a lot of, like, Chemist does actually have access to a lot of attacks as well. You can do, like, holy damage and stuff with mixes. I can't. I don't have the ability to do that. A lot of the attack mixes are Dark Matter and, Dragon Fangs. I guess I could technically Dark Matter plus Dark Matter this dude. I don't think that's a good use of my Dark Matters. That is an attack I can do, technically. I do need to go buy main kisses as well from Lix. That I can do after Clapperclaws, though. Oh, I think that was just an instant kill there. Each form has 1600 health. I think I just instantly walloped the first Archaeoamus form by smooching. And I think I just smooch with the Chemist. I don't think there's much point smooching with the others. I do at least have good single target healing here. Not AoE, which he does a lot of AoE, but... Yes, it is very funny. If he accidentally died to a counter hit from a monk, it would just skip all of his forms. He skips all of them. Like, he has 5 forms, including his, like, big, like, 5th form. And then he just skips them all because of how his scripting works. So his scripting works by, like, on attack. So when you attack him and he gets below, that scripts him to change into his next form. If he is countered, it doesn't trigger that react. Same with Sap. Sap Death does not trigger the react, which is why you can instant kill him with Beastmaster. You do about 1500 damage if hit with a Ronkin Knight, and then you inflict Sap on him, and when that kills him, it also doesn't trigger the react script. And And yeah, bypasses every form after whichever form you kill him in. This is his lowest physical defense form. This form is the only one without 1600 health. This one has 2500. And yeah, smooching and punching. More than good enough. There's one way you can do it with monks if you don't have good damage, is just to get him to that, like, do about 1500, a little bit more damage, less than 1600 obviously, and then hope he attacks your monk and the monk counters and goes through every single form. Alright, we are gonna lose Galuf, so I am about to just unequip him. No, you can get into an encounter here, by the way. I hope it's not a Geezer and it doesn't kill you. Alright, with that, I'm gonna just update my spreadsheet before Galuf goes away. Just lets me know how my job points are doing. How many points did you get as Dragoon? 54. Alright. I did manage to keep most of my turtle shells. I don't think I'll be killing any more turtles. 95 is perfectly cromulent. And then I will go and I will try to remember to go buy Maiden's Kisses at Licks. Like, I definitely want half-price Maiden Kisses. That is, you know, part of the bread and butter, so. Don't hurt my possessed dad! It's okay, Krill's gonna come in and hurt possessed dad. Hey, Potato! A Potat right there. Right, get his ass, Krill! Woo! I'm gonna have to decide what 3 classes I want to use. Monk and Dragoon are definitely gonna be in there because they both need the most job points. But I did actually get Chemist down to needing about the same number of job points to master as Dancer. So it doesn't have to be Chemist. It could be Dancer, but then there's like the... What am I doing for each boss here? Does Dancer help me? Does anything help me other than Chemist Mix, which is already on everybody? Oh hey, Dad recognized Sarissa right away. Oh, oops! We kind of forgot the thing we were here for, which is to stop the crystal breaking. We kind of fucked it. I don't know. Kinda didn't do very good here. Kinda fricked it. Yeah, rip! Check, is that? Yeah. I was just checking my screen capture button there. Sometimes I change it. Is this good? I do think Exdeath, is a really good antagonist. Like, I've played pretty much every Final Fantasy, and there's so many of the villains who aren't very threatening. or don't appear until the very end. Hello, Cloud of Darkness. But like, Exdeath is like a real threat throughout so much of this game where he wins. And it can't really be killed. Yeah, none of those middleman villains here. Exdeath is doing all the hard work himself. He's on that grift. And Evil Wizardry is just compelling. Like, I do think a lot of people, like, I understand why, like, it's not a big story Final Fantasy, because 4 really was, and 6 afterwards really is as well. And 5 is, like, less so, it's simpler, but I do think that, like, Exdeath may not be Kefka, but I think he's far better than the villains in 4. And I do think they do a good job of making Exdeath just this, like, very scary dude throughout most of the game. He is such a hard boss for the end of World 2. Hey look, there's all the jobs I already have. Alright, Exdeath manages to kill a lot of people in this game. Directly and indirectly. Now, including Galuf. Craig is not really a middleman so much as a minion who jumps in and fucks it up every time. And Exdeath's watching him being like, why are you fucking this up, Greg? Like, Gilgamesh sends Greg to the void himself, you know? You do not defeat Greg. Exdeath goes to the void with you and voids him. Volume a little bit. Like, the biggest part where Exdeath hires middleman is literally at the void. And the void is like, hey, minions, out you go. And they all are bad at it. So at the end, he's like, I gotta do this myself. And he trees it up. And I think the thing that I do think, like, both Ned in World 2, Ed in World 2, Ted and Ned being threatening boss fights, does also make Exdeath feel, like, actually kind of scary. Like, in a Fiesta, the final boss could actually be the hardest boss of your run, and isn't that hilarious considering how, like, mean Omega and Shinryu are? That, like, Neo Exdeath could still be your hardest fight of the Triple Crown. It's happened to me before. Yeah, and even then, yeah, it's not even like to stop you. It's just like, I'm tinkering with the void. You guys gotta go. You gotta slow them down. I'm here getting the power of the void. I don't need to be fighting these meddling kids every 5 seconds. fight is you beat him at World 2, very hard boss fight, you beat him, and then he's just like, he disguises himself as a splinter and revives at full power, kicks your ass and sends you flying, and then takes over the void, and it's like, damn. Actually, that's really powerful. He's one of the best face characters in Final Fantasy XIV. I am not surprised. I do think he's a very memorable villain. I think he's a lot more memorable than, like, a lot of the villains in Final Fantasies prior. I think the thing is 6 came out and is so plot focused, and I do think Kefka is one of the villains of all time. That, like, I think he overshadowed Exdeath a lot. I think this game in general got a little overshadowed by 6, and I think that's a shame, because I think this game is better than 6. You know, it's hard to be the villain before Kefka. You know? And then Sephiroth as well, who is also a villain of all time. But you know, Sephiroth isn't the first Final Fantasy villain to murk a party character, you know? Alright, got them kisses. Got ahead to Tycoon Meteor. It's very funny that the way you know to get here is to go back to the underground, and they have a letter saying they're returning the Adamantite to the Meteor, and then you come here. I don't think Gomez is as good as Exdeath, Kefka, or Sephiroth, but yeah, he's alright. And he's definitely very, very strong, very powerful. To be fair, I do think the majority of Final Fantasies have interesting villains. Like, I feel like the least interesting villains are, like, 3. Like, in the you know, the final boss villain is, like, Cloud of Darkness. It's like, okay, fine. 2 also, I don't think it's that bad, but I think it's as good as the ones that came later. 1 is weird. 1 is a weird one, because I do think, you know, I do think, Jack Final Fantasy, got more mileage as a villain after. I think it's a very interesting twist. I'm not sure Garland is that interesting on his own. Does that make sense? So I'm leaving the hardest. I do need to unmonk someone. I think I will go Dragoon. But I'm leaving the hardest fight to last, because this crew doesn't have AoE, which is a problem. Then, I don't really like 8's villain, but that's kinda... Again, I don't want to spoil 8 too much, I do want to play it with Vicus, but, like, I just think the whole deal is very strange. Yeah, Garland became more interesting retroactively. Yes, I think that's my thing about Garland, is that I think it's kinda cool. The time loop stuff is interesting, but I think they played more on it later, with later versions of it, and, than the game where you fight chaos I have not played Stranger's Paradise, is that what it's called? Something like that. I need to play that one. And then 9 has Kuja as an incredible villain. Like, Kuja's up there, with the best. Just such a really great foil to your main character. Yeah, the original game is a kind of a small one, and it had like a little bit more of a twist, and it became more interesting. But I do think it is a very cool twist. And I think that, yeah, I think it's beautiful in its own way. I agree. 10. 10 is very interesting in its concept of villains. There's a few, and I think it's all interesting. I think 10's like... The final fight is not the ultimate villain, but it kind of is. It's more... existential. Then you have Seymour, who's your kind of classic Final Fantasy villain, and then you have Sin, who's more thematic, more existential, more life and death, and cycles. I think 10's very interesting in that. 12, I really like Vayne. I think Vayne's a good villain. In seeking to... Seymour Nuggets, that makes you cry game, yeah. Seymour is definitely, like, kind of, yeah, very much in the vein of, like, your old villains that you fight a lot. He's not the villain, it's a weird one. There's a lot of villainous characters in 10. Alright, yeah, I think this guy should also just be smooched to death. I don't think this guy is going to be an issue. It's the bombs, the bombs are gonna... I don't know what to do about the bombs. I'm gonna have to look at my... mixes and see if there's anything I want to do other than, like... smooch all of them once with the chemist and then let them blow up on me. I'm using so many of my turtle shells. Calm down, dude. So this guy is deathable, so like a death... If I could get dark matter easily, death potion is actually pretty decent here. Alas and alack, I cannot. So it's just, we're just, okay, so I'm gonna have to grind turtle shells in World 2 for sure. Like, that's gonna happen. I think I'll just do it with the chemist twice here. He's not really a big kill you in one. He does a lot of big AoE that does, yeah, like, damage like that, which kind of makes him very deadly, but... I think 2 of these plus attack should kill him. Yep. Oh, now for the real bullshit. Yeah, this team has no AoE. This is a single target destroyer team and that's it. Dancer doesn't help in that regard, so, you know. Gonna be interesting. Of course, I know nothing about the villains of... Oh, and of course, Final Fantasy 13. I think Bartandalus might be my favorite villain of the entire series. I mean, I just love Final Fantasy 13. You guys all know that, but I really do think he is another guy who's just such a threat, and he is just puppeteering you the whole time. He is a villain of all time, and I don't think he gets enough credit. He's a really good villain. I don't know anything about the villains of 14 and 15. I only briefly played 14, and I've never played 15 or 16. There's a 16. I always forget there's a 16. I do have 16 and 15, and I do need to play them both. Too many games. But I do think if there's a thing that Final Fantasy writers can do, it's write really compelling villains. I'm not sure they're as good at writing compelling protagonists, although I think they can. I think Final Fantasy IX in particular, I think. A lot of people like Cloud. I don't like Cloud, but a lot of people do like Cloud. You know, I think they have really good character writing. I think their strongest point is their character writing for sure. Are these guys with anything that I can do with my mixing? It seemed like it. I mean, again, if I had a billion dark matter, I could death them. I can't silence them or stop them. I think they have 1500 HP, so I think the thing to do is to kind of hope my chemist doesn't kill them.
Gentle smooches.
Gentle smooches, chemist. And I just smooch them all. Oh, that's a kill. Okay. Maybe my monk could... It's alright to kill one. Killing one is fine.
First hit's free.
First hit is free. Okay, that's perfect damage. Okay. Ooh, okay, I want it to be the Dragoon. The Dragoon has perfect damage for this. I'll probably stab that bottom guy a time. Ooh, guys with 13-2. Yeah, 13-2's villain's not good either. That's a kill. You need to just be stabbing this guy a little bit for me, thank you. But yeah, I do that. You think of Final Fantasy, and I think the most memorable thing about, like, a lot of Final Fantasy games is I can kick them after it's down. That's an interesting question. That's ballsy, so I will save state before doing it, but... I guess kick is not the way to go because it respects rows, which is irritating. Did I hit that? I hit this one, I think. I'll hit this one because I know I haven't hit that one. I can't remember if I hit that top left one. I don't think so. Uh-oh. Okay. We're fine. Okay, I'm gonna save here, but I don't think I hit that top left one. We did not? We're good. Okay. I do want to slap him a little bit. That was a little bit of a low roll. Yeah, I think the safe thing here to do is just, I have to buy potions as well. Is just kinda wait for them to blow up in my face. Can I hit this bottom one? I think I can. Yep. Alright, now they all should have decently low health. I just kind of have to wait for them to want to blow up. This is a strat I often have to do if I do not have, like, a good way to just kill them all at once. Okay, so just kind of hope... oh, there we go. I should roll them so that the normal attacks don't do much damage. I think that's one of the reasons why I like Final Fantasy over like a Dragon Quest and a lot of other JRPGs, is I think the character writing is absolutely top-notch in the vast majority of Final Fantasies. Alright, that's another one. Alright. Once this guy goes down, I need to nip to the toilet. I don't want to leave while this is going on, because he could technically just whittle me down to death. Alright, they're staring each other down. Yeah, I think basically any Final Fantasy villain, if you were like, this is my favorite Final Fantasy villain, people would be like, yeah, I see it. You know, I think there's a lot of really good ones. I think X-Death should be up there. I think X-Death's a really good villain. Oh god, please, buddy! I can't kill you, you'll revive everybody else! I don't know if my monk counter killing will cause a rise to happen. I sure hope it doesn't. Come, Bunny, you know you want to blow up in my face. Come on. You know you wanna. You know you wanna go boom. All your friends are dead. I do like the battle themes, that's fine. You really don't wanna. He's like, no. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I think all three of these fights can be like the worst fight for your team. But I think the bombs are kind of the most likely to be really bad for your team. You can crack rods, you don't care, I guess. But alright, I'm gonna pop in Elix to buy some more potions, and then I need to pop to the loo. Potions, please! Yeah, it really is, yeah. It's the full suite of jobs. It is like, you know, asking you, do you have AoE? Do you have health? Do you have the ability to deal with AoE damage yourself? Do you have stats effects? There's lots of cool ways of tackling all of the bosses that come up here. And it makes you... It is trying to get you to be a well-rounded team as well. A lot of the bosses in World 1 ask very specific questions of you. Like, do you have physical? Do you have magic? Do you have this specific thing? Do you have these kind of weird things? And so you're able to do some bullshit. I think it really is, like, a really good way to try and, like, get you to make sure you've got everything in a team. A bit of healing, a bit of physical, a bit of magic, and a little bit of silliness. Whee! Because I've got all the dark matter I'm gonna have for World 2 with this. I think 4 is enough. We'll see if I use Like, if essentially what I do is use 3 on the crystals and then kill one of the other crystals in a different way, or if I save all 4 for the crystals. There's sort of one boss in World 2 where I'm like, the instant death is just so helpful, and I'm not sure this boss is all that... I think the boss might otherwise be quite nasty for this team. I really like the way FF5 does its bosses, where, like, yeah, they all ask different things of you, and you can cheese an awful lot of them if you know what you're doing. Which I think is fun. There are so few games that allow you to use status effects on bosses. Like, I confused Gorilla and had him hit himself to death. It was very fun. But in the age of the internet, you can just, you know, you can just kind of look up, how to kill boss. And if it's kind of cheesable, then, you know, people will just always cheese it. That's fair, I always cheese bosses. Monk Bart's probably, sorry, Hilda, probably dies to the abductor here, but it's fine, it just gets me an ether. It's really, I think I like Final Fantasy versus Tales, and I think this kind of conversation, like, it's like, oh, all the way back in North Mountain, it's been so long since North Island, I feel like it would have been like a skit. I really like skits in Tales games. I think they do allow you to, really, if I'm mixed here, I could beat this guy, it's not worth it to me. I either slap him as Monk or I don't, it's fine. And I have the turtle shell. But yeah, like, I really like the skit system in Tales. I think it really allows you to, like, see more about the character's personality without ruining the pacing of the plot. Like, this is kind of the first time, like, these people have just sat down, and so we could have that little side conversation about, hey, about the dragon you poisoned yourself for a very long time ago now. Oh, so he's got a banger of a theme. Another thing all Final Fantasy games have? Banging soundtracks. Part of the reason Theatrhythm is so good is that the soundtrack of every game is that good. Behold the giant projector! Yeah, it just goes on a Teams call. I should have unequipped because I was keeping Galuf as a Dragoon. I probably should have unequipped Darius at the end there. Sometimes I forget to do that. I unequip Galuf most of the time at the end of World 1, and sometimes I forget to get him his equipment back. Big bridge, baby! We're going there today. Like, it's gonna be the last thing I do today, I think, is the big-ass bridge. Strange place to put all the gear and the crystal shards. IMO, but you know. Yes, take a sip of this refreshing water. I'm sure it will never be revealed to be anything other than water. The other thing about Dragoon is I can probably, because I'm probably just going to be jumping the whole time, is I don't need to be in the front row. Also very funny, Gallop doesn't care about these guys. Whatever. Ah! There's no need for me to jump. These guys don't have much health. It's just very funny. See? No effect. Oh, that's... No, that's way too many. That's way too many tarantulas. We ain't doing that. Hey, Greg, what's up? Hey, Greg is more of a glorified prison guard. Ah, you elven mantle dummy. So funnily enough, if you have a way, you can kill Greg. I don't really have a good way to kill Greg. It's very specific the ways you can actually kind of kill Greg in this fight. He does drop an elixir. Blue mages can do it, because blue mages can Deathclaw him, which brings him down to single digits and paralyzes him. So his runaway script doesn't go off, and then you bop him and kill him. But otherwise, not really all that much reason to, just hit him a few times. I guess Galuf is probably gonna be my first dancer? I guess we'll see. Like, maybe Faris. Like, Galuf is like pretty high in Dragoon. Alright, we're finally getting Dancer, because there was just no reason to put Dancer on. But now, alright, our fourth and final class is finally here. Hello, Dancer. Well enough, I think Drink on Dancer is actually pretty good. Just chug a Goliath tonic, chug a power drink, and you're pretty good to go. We do finally have a ribbon on. I only want an elven mantle on you, especially if you're gonna be in the back. Yeah, just chug that shit. Like, Dancer's main weakness is that really low health. Look at that health compared to even Chemist. Double it to make it about as good as the rest of your team. They're very funny, the Bart's like, whoa, can't let them see me. Have to do a weird animation. It's like, yeah, you can, it's fine. Galuf didn't care. Alright, so it's definitely, what I need to, get my bridge on. And what am I doing for Gilgamesh? He also doesn't have... I still don't have access to, like, kind of the bullshit yet. That's gonna come after this fight. So is it just smooching still? And the answer's probably... Keep you in the front row for now. Alright, here we go. Let's raise the volume. Higher. Nothing but the jitterbug. So there are encounter tiles on this bridge, and if you know where they are, you can dodge all but that first one. That first one is across the entire line, so you can't actually dodge that one. But every other one on this bridge you can dodge. The first half is easy, the second half is often where I get tripped up. So, like, I could put Protect on. Tell you what these do. Yeah, I'll drink an Iron Drop for Protect. Easy Protect here, I think. I think it's just our usual. I could put Protect on everyone else with 2 turtle shells. I'm not sure it's all that worth it. I am gonna mix here because it honestly is a very good way to heal. But I could use potions, or I could just sit. Kinda hoping for the jitterbug. Alright, here we go. The haste, the protect. Yeah, he does have shell, which does cut our damage considerably. But that's okay. It's still good damage. Mostly what it is good healing. Hey! Woo! Yeah, our Protect really hurts your physical damage in this fight. Oh, did get him though. Alright. I don't think there's a way to kill Bridge Greg like there is to kill Jail Greg. I think he might be heavy here, so he's not very killable. Alright, I'm not very good at this part of the bridge. Hey, there we go. There's a very narrow, like, line to get through there. If you're one tile up or down, you will hit an encounter. Bridge encounters can actually be kind of gnarly. It's nice to just be like, nah, I'm done. We're done. We're out. Well, we love a bridge. Whee! We are meddlesome bums. The whole lot of us. Up everyone back in the front row. Rest in a tent, and I think I will finish up there for today. I think I'm making good progress. You know, World 2 already, I think things are going pretty well. World 3 should also be pretty short with this team. Because this team doesn't really care to do much there. Like, I'm not fighting, Rug Wizard, like, I don't think there's any reason for me to go into either the Undersea Trench or, I forgot what the other one's called, but yeah, the Waterfall Dungeon. So, there's like nothing in there for me in either of those, so, I think probably, I'm like, do I even do... Probably don't even do the Island Shrine, right? And like, in terms of weapons, I have knives and spears. Like, I don't think I even want to get a second tablet with, what I've got here. Like, the knives, the staves, the knives and spears. So, like, yeah, I think World 3 is going to be very quick. I mean, the Pyramid isn't. The Pyramid is going to be hell. Pyramid is so horrible when your team relies on Chemist. But, yeah, like, honestly, it will be just, like, doing, like, some of the, like, going to Phantom Village and stuff. Probably, I always go to Phoenix Tower for job points, but I might even do that off stream if it, like, works out that way. The Pyramid is fine with Bard, with Black Mage. It's not too bad with Summoner. I feel like, I will have jump knifing, which is not the best, but I will have a weight chicken knife. I may even just stab with the chicken knife a lot. Like if you have a thief, mug chicken knife is actually pretty good for killing things in there. Really, it's just hell here because Dancer can end up absorbing, which is bad. Chemist's whole thing is absorbing, which is bad. Monk does no damage in World 3. And Dragoon is fine, but it, like, is very single target, and there's a bunch of AoE stuff. But, like, if you have access to Fire and Thunder, the Pyramid's not terrible. This is pretty dire, though. Geomancer hates the Pyramid. Cannoneer was fine. I got through a Cannoneer okay, but yeah, no, this is, not a good team for the Pyramid, but that it should be most of what I'm doing in World 3. Alright, well, more of this next Wednesday. I've got 4 more streams of this to get through all of it. I think I'll manage. World 2 will hopefully be 2 or 3. Or maybe 2, and then 1 World 3, 1 Void. Guess we'll see how it ends up. We're back on Sunday with the final Advance Wars 2 stream. We are taking the fight to Sturm and his giant death laser. And we'll see you then. Bye, everybody.